provide you guys an update on the ongoing investigation regarding the shooting which occurred earlier today. Just before 1 p.m., an officer from Lake Mary Police Department was flagged down by George Zimmerman in his vehicle on West Lake Mary Boulevard. Okay. He reported that he had just been involved in a shooting. Simultaneously, Lake Mary Police Department received a 911 call from a third party on behalf of a Matthew Apperson, a white male who stated that he had just been involved in a shooting with George Zimmerman. At this time, the investigation has proven that George Zimmerman was not the shooter. He was transported to a local hospital for minor injuries and has since been released. Lake Mary Police Department is awaiting counsel in order to interview both parties. And at this time, we have not determined how or why the incident and altercation began.
Can you confirm that this is the same Matt Apperson who was involved in the September 2014 road rage incident?
That is correct. Any questions? Currently, the investigation is in its preliminary stages. We cannot determine at this time whether or not charges will be filed for either party.
What did Mr. Zimmerman say happened to him when he flagged down your officers?
He had just said that he was a part of a shooting and he had been shot at.
So did anyone get arrested?
At this time, there have been no arrests made.
Where is everybody right now, to your knowledge?
I'm not sure.
Did Zimmerman have a weapon with him at the time?
We are not releasing any information regarding the weapons or details of the investigation at this time.
We've seen a bullet hole in the one vehicle. Have you uncovered bullet holes anywhere else? Anything else that was hit or damaged? Any local businesses?
At this time, those are all details that are part of the investigation, and we're not releasing any information regarding that.
So what did Apperson say?
One bullet hole, one shot was fired.
Still part of the investigation. We're not releasing any information regarding that.
Besides the incident back in last September, any other altercations that your agencies investigated between Mr. Zimmerman and Mr. Apperson?
Other than the incident that occurred in the fall, no.
Did Zimmerman return fire?
At this time, it appears that George Zimmerman was not the shooter. No shots were fired from George Zimmerman.
Do you believe he was the aggressor, the initial aggressor?
At 1 o'clock today, George Zimmerman flagged down one of the officers from Lake Mary Police Department on West Lake Mary Boulevard just before Trailhead Park, stated that he had been involved in a shooting and someone had shot at him and his vehicle. Simultaneously, we received a third-party 911 call from a Matthew Apperson who stated that he was the other party involved in that shooting and was requesting police to respond to his location as well. The shooting occurred somewhere between Waymont Court Road and Trailhead. It's unclear at this time where exactly the shooting occurred, and that is still part of the ongoing investigation.
This obviously could have been very dangerous for other drivers who were out there at this time. Any other injuries or anyone who saw anything that may help you guys out in your investigation?
We have no other injuries reported, but we're welcoming anybody that witnessed the incident to please contact the Lake Mary Police Department with details that would help us further our investigation.
So at this point, you believe it did happen on Lake Mary Boulevard in traffic?
Correct, between Waymont Court and Trailhead Park.
So what did Apperson say happened?
We are waiting to speak with both parties through their counsel.
I would imagine your officers were wearing their body cameras during this whole thing?
There were cameras, body cameras. However, we're not releasing that at this time.
Is there a typical time frame you have in mind where you do get to speak with someone that has representation in a shooting incident? You give them a timetable saying we need to speak with you by?
It would depend on each incident and the counsel and what they're advising the parties involved.
Did Mr. Zimmerman indicate to the officers that he returned fire at all?
We don't have any information regarding statements made by George Zimmerman at this time. We're not releasing any of that information at this time.
So at this point, the other individual who was involved in this shooting has just called the police department saying that they were the other shooter. Now they're speaking through counsel. That person hasn't come to the police department yet.
There has been some communication with him, but at this time we're waiting to receive additional communication through counsel.
I mean, were your officers, did they remain on scene with Mr. Apperson during this whole thing? And he was just requesting counsel, and so
Yes.
you had to back off at the time?
Correct.
Did Apperson actually say he shot a gun?
I'm not releasing information regarding statements made at this time.
If he was the one who made the 911 call,
The 911 call will be ready for release. We're projecting tomorrow. Okay.
Why was he not arrested?
It's an ongoing investigation.
Do you have a spelling of the DOB on the other individual?
I don't have a DOB, but Matthew, common spelling, Matthew, last name Apperson, Apperson.
Can you detail the injuries?
They're just minor injuries. We don't have any details regarding them. All right, that's all. We should have some additional information, or at least the reports ready to release in the 911 call by tomorrow. Okay?
Thank you very much.
First and last name for the record.
My first name is Bianca, Bianca. Last name Gillette, Gillett. I'm the public information officer for Lake Mary Police Department.
Bianca, and once again, it would be odd to think that someone fired a weapon and is not taken into custody. Would there be any circumstances where a person wouldn't be taken into custody after firing a weapon at someone?
There would be circumstances that would be a plausible outcome, and that's why our officers are investigating all of those thoroughly.
What could be some of those plausible outcomes?
It would just depend on the situation, why someone, there's an infinite number of situations why somebody would possibly pull a weapon and shoot it and fire it.
Has a claim of self-defense been made in this case?
We're not releasing any information regarding their statements at this time. Okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.